diversity, inclusion. These two words don't belong naturally. Who can tell me why? I bet if I said oil and water over and over, you would eventually think they were twins. During winter, do you turn up the heat or do you wait for the water pipes to break before you do something? Common sense, experience, and knowledge provide the answer. Proactively, you crank up the heat. Yet, strangely enough, and listen closely, employers actually do everything completely reversed and often deliberately blindfolded. Why would you want to be reactive when you can design for it in advance? That is what I call deliberately blindfolded. Management asks for diversity, they get diversity. And they get friction, a lot of it. Why? Let me give you an analogy. Your marketing department always adjusts communication to be audience relevant. Am I right? They are indeed highly data-driven. They know exactly how they should speak to your respective target audiences. Under no circumstance would they ever consider to communicate one message to different audiences. So they nail it and manage to attract that beautiful group of diverse and unique individuals that HR asks for. And this is when things start to fall apart. I admit I didn't understand how and why we failed. But then something happened. And that's exactly what my team and I have been focused on for the past year. What opened my eyes and blew my mind was, believe it or not, my granddaughter's jigsaw puzzle. The jigsaw pieces had these shapes: round, square, and triangular, compatible with the jigsaw board's corresponding shapes. And then it hit me like a freight train at full speed. What would happen if I provided new pieces to the puzzle with new shapes? My granddaughter would be frustrated, then disappointed that the new pieces were a complete mismatch with her jigsaw board. And that, my dear friends, is the simple yet powerful insight to bring home tonight. Never add more diversity to our puzzle pieces without first upgrading the puzzle board's design to include the new pieces first. This is 100% common sense. At STU, we have a name for this approach: Universal Diversified Workplace Design. The good news is, it's a lot easier to do than one should think. No surveys needed. We can, based on existing data, accurately predict what diversity-induced challenges that will occur before they happen. And that is a better practice rather than waiting for the water pipes to crack during winter before you take action, right? So let me mention a few of the known barriers you can immediately address to be well ahead of the competition. I don't need to mention immobility. I saw what you did with your facilities when you hired Dana, who needs that wheelchair to get around. And that is a perfect example of inclusive redesign. So let's talk about the invisible barriers. Based on current verifiable national data, the number of employees here, I will tell you exactly what you need to do. There are about 700 women here who are menstruating on a recurring basis. 490 of them have period pain. All of them need autonomous, easy access to period products and period pain relief solutions. I expect your call tomorrow morning. Another 160 of your employees are either perimenopausal or menopausal. They are also highly valuable members of your staff. Sorry to break it to you, but you'll lose 1/3 of them if you fail to do the upgrade. Being reactive isn't an option. Our UDWD guide provides the blueprint for recommended upgrades and even suggested OH&S guideline updates to consider. Don't lose them, support them. Menopause is a phase. They'll come out all right if you back them up and provide another 10 years of service. About 1/3 of your workforce has or will have challenges related to chronic pain. We have effective drug-free certified options to address this. These are some of the many invisible challenges that come hand in hand with diversity. If you don't redesign, inclusion is an illusion. So do the upgrade, make your workplace compatible to the people, because they won't ever be compatible to your workplace. Stop wasting time on special accommodation for individuals with challenges we have covered in our guide. Do the individual special accommodation for those cases we can't predict, and be data-driven and redesign for the rest. And that's all I had for tonight, folks. Thanks for having me.